What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk to you about how Trump, yes, the president, Donald J. Trump, made me six figures when I was 19 years old. Let's get into it. So if we travel back in time a little bit to when I was 17, this was my first introduction to what's known as e-commerce, or drop shipping, or shipping physical products / retail arbitrage. Now, my first introduction was this video this lady made, just stumbled across on YouTube, like, we all do, right? So this video was pretty much taking listings from Walmart and listing them on eBay for double the price, and then this lady somehow had sold hundreds and hundreds of units doing this very method. And that was my first introduction to retail arbitrage. Now, I decided to get into eBay dropshipping right after that. I had quite a bit of sales, but the margins were just razor thin, and I couldn't really pursue it. It wasn't really sustainable. And then I got introduced to Shopify when I was 17, turning 18. Had my fair share of dropshipping stores, Instagram theme pages, influencer marketing, all this. And once again, I just kind of made some minor profits here or there, or sort of broke even. But my biggest success that I had was actually a print-on-demand Shopify store where I advertised political merchandise. Now, during this time, Trump was a super hot commodity. Yes, his personal brand, anything that had to do with him, t-shirts, flags, etc. And so as I had this little print-on-demand store, I would go to these big Instagram theme pages, run paid promotions on there, and I actually ended up doing a couple $1,000 days back when I was like 17 years old, which is pretty awesome for your first few months in e-commerce. But the problem was, as more and more people discovered this, and as more and more people ran ads to these certain pages, the audience became saturated. They understood that these ads were being promoted 24/7, and although they were keen and eager to buy at first, the promotions quickly stacked up, and the audience simply didn't respond as well as they once did to these ads that I was running on these theme pages. So that store fizzled off, and honestly, when it fizzled off, I was really busy with school, and I got a girlfriend. So a lot of my time was taken up, and frankly, my aspirations for success were dulled because I was putting my focus and attention in other areas like school and my girl. So that lasted for about a year, and I was kind of inactive in e-commerce during that period. And then as I was transitioning into college of 2019, that's when I got really hungry because, frankly, I was really broke, and I wanted to flex at college. I wanted to take all my friends out to dinner. I wanted to be financially free, broken away from the system. And at this point in time, I wasn't super interested in starting a bunch of Shopify stores again because the amount of time and effort. Nonetheless, I did it anyway. I failed once again, and I burned literally almost all the rest of the money I had. So I pretty much just had $100, $200 left at this point. And so I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I need to be different. I really need to be different. I know people are killing it in every aspect of the game, but I need to focus all of my attention in one area and just try and grow it, just try and expand the business, but I want it to be different. I don't want to do what all these other people are doing. I don't want to do Shopify dropshipping. I don't want to do eBay. I don't want to do Walmart automation. I don't want to do any of this stuff. What I want to do is this. I knew retail arbitrage worked, and so I decided to create a shop on Etsy with a few upcoming trends in mind. Now, these trends are as follows. Number one, I saw the election was coming up, right? This is around November, December 2019. So I saw the election was coming up in a little under a year. So this graph was going up. Number two, the popularity of Trump was rapidly increasing, and the passion of his supporters was also rapidly increasing. And then third, I understand how to identify with the end consumer of a conservative person. I grew up in a conservative household. I understand, what Instagram theme pages they follow, what memes they like, what they think is funny, what designs they think is cool, right? So I understood the end consumer very clearly, and I think that was of great importance to the actual success of my Etsy shop. So I decided to open up this shop. I didn't really know what I was doing at first, so I just threw up a couple listings, and it started just with Trump flags, which I actually ended up selling throughout the entirety of the business. But it just started with a couple Trump flags. I would get them from eBay for like $3.95, including shipping, which was an amazing price. And then I would sell them for anywhere from $10 to $15. And surprisingly enough, I got my first order, I'd say, within a couple days. So that's how I knew I was really onto something. But the orders were very sparse. You know, they only happened after that order. It was like really once a week, maybe twice a week. But you know, I'd let it churn in the background. I understood the game of SEO. I knew these listings were going to rank organically over time, and I knew if I just kept adding to the collection, it was going to be a snowball effect. And you know, I'd get more customer ratings, I'd get more 5-star reviews, I'd have more listings ranked organically, and I'd optimize them, improve them, increase the description, readability, all of that, right? So as I started to throw up more listings, I created flags for literally everything. I created anti-Joe Biden flags, I created Trump flags, I created like MAGA clothing. I had all these things, everything to do. It was a conservative's dream. You know, if they looked up the shop, you know, of course they'd want to buy something, right? As the holidays came through and as the election happened and Joe Biden's inauguration, I had some amazing sales days. I think the top sales day I had was over $4,600 in revenue, which was amazing. And, you know, all the other days I would range from anywhere between $800 to about $1,600 in sales. And I ended up, between all the stores I ended up doing over 6 figures in sales. So it was an amazing experience. I'm glad I started it. I would highly recommend anyone get into Etsy dropshipping. It's free to start. The listings rank organically, and it's an amazing platform. Just be very careful with how you run your store, managing your customer service, and updating the tracking numbers. That's extremely, extremely important. If you have any questions at all about the Etsy algorithm, feel free to just DM me on Instagram at GrayFuego, or we can just book a call down below, and you know, we can chat. Maybe I can help you out with your own Etsy store, of course. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel that I provided you value, and have a great day, guys.